You're listening to the Gentleman's Corner podcast, where two men are on a quest to rule the world. Tune in every Monday for a new episode.
Man, I love our new intro.
I think that looks pretty professional. I like it.
It's sassy with a bit of zazz.
I literally couldn't stop watching it over and over again.
I know, like ever since, the same thing. I'm so in love with it. It gets me horny. It really does.
And we got a new layout too, an overlay.
I know, we're actually starting to look a little more professional.
Yes.
How's your day been?
All right. I slept. Now I'm here.
Just doing the grind.
The grind. The
grind.
The long days.
Oh, I just poured this beer horribly. Fuck. You're distracting me.
My apologies.
It's all good. Well, my day's been good too. Thanks for asking. I was actually,
asking, sorry.
Go fuck yourself. Well, man, it's been hot as hell. I've been enjoying the sun. I know you haven't, but I've been enjoying the sun like hell. With I told you I got a long paddle board, eh?
A what? Oh,
Paddleboard.
yes. Yeah, inflatable guy.
Oh my god, I love it. We got it at Costco. Man, I didn't realize like the amazing deal you can actually get at Costco when it comes to like certain products and how much more you get off at getting it from Costco.
So the hard shell kayaks there, I believe they sell them for around $300. But if you were to buy them anywhere else, I think they're $500. So
really? Okay.
Yeah,
so
we were looking at kayaks a while ago.
Kayaks.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Like the longboard I got is I forget the brand. I'll show it here. It's a nice inflatable kayak. Or sorry, correction. You got me all confused. Inflatable paddleboard. I wasn't even like really into paddle boards. I'm like, I prefer a canoe or a kayak. That's what I've always used for like years. But my friend Dave, he had one for about a year. He got it at Costco, and he said, "Man, it's a hoot and a half." And I tried it, and he was completely right.
How's your balance on it?
Fucking horrible, and it hurts. Like my feet get such a workout. Like the literal bottom of my feet get like a really sore workout.
I'll have to come try it someday.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely come try it. Like it's so much fun. Like I've been sharing it with my friends. They all fucking love it. They all want to get one now. But here's the thing. So my buddy Will, he wanted to get one. So I said, "Fuck it, let's go use my membership. We'll get you one right now." And this kind of goes back to like what I was talking about before about the cost difference, but we'll get to the main point of that. So we go to Costco, we go there, none left. Fuck, maybe they're sold out. We ask the cashier. Cashier says, actually, it's discontinued. Really? And I was like, what a disappointment, because it sold out super quick, and they had a ton of them, and I didn't buy my personal one until about 2 weeks ago. And there was like 20 boxes, and they sold out super quick. And they're not like super cheap. It's $500.
Oh wow, that's pricier than I thought.
It's $500. It's an inflatable paddleboard. Excellent quality out of the videos I was looking at. I was trying to look up some review videos before I went to Costco, but I didn't actually know the official price until I actually checked their website. Guess how much it was before, like, Costco discount, I guess. I don't know what the hell you want to call it.
I don't know, 7, 8?
No, $1,000.
Really?
It was half fucking off, man.
That's nuts.
And looking at their brand, they're pretty legit. They're out of Australia.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, man, they probably know how to make good paddle boards. Because it was something like the Polynesians used in the Pacific, so kind of interesting. Interesting. What?
Do you know the brand name?
Fuck, I don't. Okay. Here, give me one.
I'll search that one out.
You'll soon. Well, you won't be able. Well, you've still. So what we did, right? So what we did. While I'm looking up to see what the fuck I ordered again. So we went to Costco website. They were still selling them. And personally, I wanted another one because, well, my partner takes mine all the time. So I'm like, well, I want my own. We can go paddleboarding together. And they're still selling them on the website. So for all you people out there that's probably watching the video, if you want to get one now, it's well worth the deal.
I'm actually looking at Costco right now.
Oh, yeah, good. You probably, I don't know if you'll find the paddleboard now, but I ordered 2 of them because I got one for my buddy. Not that I fucking paid for it. He sent it to me. Oh, so what's it called? What's the brand?
Body Glide or Buddy Glove, sorry.
Buddy Glove. Yeah, Buddy Glove. Yeah, if you check the actual website, you'll see that item is for 1,000 Canadian.
That is ridiculous.
That's a fucking savings. I didn't know like Costco, like I understood you buy in bulk, you tend to get it cheaper. And I understand like, you know, Apple phones weren't like available at Costco for like quite a few years, or at least when the Costco here was built. It wasn't built for like quite a few years. And speaking of like Costco, like such a franchise like that, like wherever it gets built, it's like the talk of the town.
Yeah, those hot dogs were pretty greasy, but they also had that greasy pizza, the slices that they used to sell.
Oh yeah. Well, my favorite meal there is like the turkey porlevorn. I can't even say it.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a delicious turkey sandwich. It has like this kind of garlic bread cheese with tomato. It has turkey. It has ham. It's fucking delicious.
Man, you're making me hungry.
I know. I'm hungry now thinking about it.
I love getting the hot turkey sandwiches at like the big stop diners.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Something like, you know, Costco for me is something that every time you go in, you have to get some kind of food.
I don't know. The line's always too long for me.
Yeah, it's not too long now.
I guess, yeah.
They've been super fucking... I won't say they've been like super fucking slow, but, you know, limited amount of people in and out.
It's getting bigger, though. Like, they're letting more and more people in.
Yep. Well, I know, like, today, and the government is, like, starting to say more people for more rallies, all that kind of stuff. Not going to get, like, technical about it, because I actually don't know the numbers, but I heard that weddings today can now be up to 100 people.
Oh, really? That's good for some people.
It was at, like, 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when that mandatory vaccine becomes a thing, that'll surely open things up.
That's right. Well, I think it's like here, all children have to have like vaccinations or there's no education allowed.
Something like that. I know they were trying to pass it, but I don't know how far they got with that.
That's true. I don't know if it actually went through. And that's like a political debate I don't think we really want to get into.
Nope.
When it comes to... Nope. Don't want to talk about that.
But also the tracking app that they're also trying to pass.
Oh, fuck that, man. I don't mind talking about that.
Yeah. You're going to be a volunteer?
No. Fuck that. I don't want the government knowing where the fuck I am every second of every day.
Well, see, I think that they already know what you're doing every second of every day, but it gives them a like it covers their ass when they start doing stuff with your information. Oh, you volunteered.
Oh, yeah, you volunteered.
They've been tracking you for the past 20 years.
Oh my god. They probably know when my shit cycle.
Oh, 100%.
Fucking, I do have a shit cycle.
Knows what it smells like too.
Probably. Fucking,
weird
well,
phones.
They know my blood type. They know everything else. So fuck. Man, I just couldn't. I would hate to live a life. And I remember like some people were talking about they'll force you. And I remember they were talking. I think the government was talking with Google and Apple about having it mandatory on their application. So devices.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, that's fucked up. But Google and Apple, they don't want like the publicity of having like bad rep because they've already been caught with like, you know, stealing information, selling.
Yep.
And tracking your every move. So they don't want that, you know, they don't want that more. They don't want to be like, oh, you work with the government now, you sell information to, the private companies, and now you're selling it to the government. Like, I can't trust you.
Yeah, it's a weird world we live in.
Like, technology will be the downfall. We're gonna end up like Terminator.
But it's also like the good parts of technology. They're really getting the hang of it. Like the new consoles, new ways to just use technology from what it used to be.
There's a lot. Okay, look, like there's a lot of good things about technology. I'd be a total fucking hypocrite. I got a fucking Apple Watch. I got the fucking Apple TV. I got the fucking Apple. I got the fucking iPad. It's right here. I don't have to show a video. I just have it right next to me where I keep all my notes. But I got the fucking Apple I, for God's sakes. Like I got everything Apple. Even a fucking old ass MacBook Pro, 13-inch, 2010, I think. So that thing is fucking 10 years old.
Probably still sells for at least $600.
I think, honest to God, I think it does. I'm pretty sure I could sell that for about $400 on Kijiji.
It's ridiculous how much their price.
They hold their price.
Yeah.
And people talk about it like in the market of phones or, products in general, right? Like if you're going to resell your Samsung fucking tablet, yeah, good luck trying to get any bit of money back. But if you sell an iPad, man, you got a good chance of probably getting your money back. Not all of it, like that's an exaggeration, but you have a good chance of like getting a decent price back. You used to have an iPhone?
Yeah, I used to have the majority of my stuff Apple.
Why'd you change?
Because it was just so expensive. I had whatever last year's MacBook Pro, and a buddy of mine also had one, but he spilled some coffee and it like ruined his whole screen, like his bottom half of the screen. And when he took it in, I don't think he had Apple Care, but they asked, or I think they charged him almost $1,000 just to fix the screen or change it.
Fuck.
So it was just ridiculous. So I was got scared if something's gonna happen, I don't want to pay like another laptop's worth just to fix one.
And that makes
I sold all the Apple stuff and changed over.
Shame. Okay, so like you remember how I was before, right? I was a big Android advocate.
Yeah, we completely changed. I remember I was Apple, you were Android, and we were fighting about that, but now we completely flipped.
I was like, oh, the freedom and fucking fuck this and fucking, the fucking little Android dude, I was all about that. I think the biggest, okay, so if I remember being a little more, serious, if I remember the arguments I used for Android, biggest thing was for me was customizability. That was the biggest thing for Android for me. I really enjoyed making it unique to me and how I really like it and use it. And Android only got better. I remember the last phone I had was the last Android phone I had was the LG G6. And the amount of customizability you could do with that was above and beyond, with even changing the whole interface.
Yeah, they have
that I think you can do. What Android do you have again?
It's a Huawei phone. I can't remember the name.
Oh, the Chinese spy phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were caught for spying again or something.
Oh, were they? I'm not surprised. They're taking over the fucking market, man, with everything.
Chinese?
Yeah. Oh no, Huawei.
Oh, I don't know. I think it got banned in the States.
Yeah, they did.
I know they came out with a MacBook-looking laptop for a fairly good price.
Well, the thing about like their products, which no one can really beat, they're not super expensive. They're really good. They do a lot of cool features. They have an excellent. I think, as far as I know, all the phone nerds out there are gonna like correct me, but I'm pretty sure they actually have the best phone camera on the market.
Phone cameras, they're so like they're climbing the ladder right now, even almost beating digital cameras.
Yeah.
But they're pretty even now with Apple. Like there's, unless you count pixels, you're not going to see too big of a difference. But the thing is, like, Apple and that Huawei phone, if not made in the same warehouse, is probably made in the next door warehouse. So they're all made in China. It's just the quality of the insides that they use is a bit different.
No, fair enough. I've seen comparison videos, and it's funny because a lot of companies want to compare with Apple because Apple has a really good camera phone. A lot of their best qualities because of their processing power in their phone for the image. And it's funny enough, like iPhone cameras, and one thing that iPhone really wants to show is you see a real life processing picture. So whatever you're looking at through your phone, the phone has already processed it, and that's what it's going to look like. Whereas a lot of Android phones, or at least my experience with them, you can take the picture and the processing's after.
Well, Apple was definitely ahead of their time when they came out with their iPhone. Like they had the best camera for a phone for a very long time, but everyone's catching up at the moment.
Yeah. No, like, and it's funny when I switched over, I told myself, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot. And I remember I was going to go with the iPhone 5, but instead I stuck with LG. The biggest reason I wanted LG was actually the wide angle view on the G6. And I use that constantly. Like I was overly surprised how much I used the wide angle view. And they had one of the best cameras on their phone during that time. Even Samsung, I think Samsung had the Galaxy 7 coming out, and the I'm not sure which Note. Never paid much attention to like that brand when it came to like Android phones and Samsung, but LG was really good with the camera market. But iPhone, of course, was always kind of doing relatively good, and it met the needs of everything. So I stuck with LG, stuck with Android, and I still fought the good fight until one day I said, I can't hate it until I try it.
Do you think you'll ever go back?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I think unless Apple really fucks it up, I don't know what they would have to do to really fuck it up, like betray me in a way of like giving up everything of me, or maybe selling out to the government. That would probably totally turn me off towards them. But I can't. Like I tried when I got the iPhone 8 Plus and I got it used. I loved it because I liked how simple it was, and I liked how everything just worked.
See, that's the thing that I like about iPhone is it's simple, but I've really been turned away from them just because it's so greasy the way they make money. I mean, like it's smart on their end, but everything is so expensive.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not going to say Apple isn't like the fucking gold tier of everything. Like they are definitely overpriced for what you get, but the thing is, I think what a lot of people are paying for, and I wouldn't say I was paying for it at all. And but another problem with that, a lot of people pay for the brand. I want to get that clear. But once you get in it, it's hard to get out because everything works well with Apple. And I don't mean like other products. I mean Apple products work well with Apple products. And they work flawlessly, I find, personally. Like, the Apple ecosystem is fucking crazy to me. I love it.
Good, but for example, my phone, tablet, and computer work just as well with Google and Android as when I had my Apple products.
Well, Google's really made a big change in their market when it comes to the Google ecosystem. They've greatly improved, and I won't deny that because I've seen it done. Not even just through you, but through my engineer buddy. You want to make sure we're still recording?
Yes, I believe we are because Craig is still here.
Craig is still here. That's right.
Yes.
Good man. It was just you leaving.
What's that?
It was just you leaving.
Yes, I lost the chat.
Not sure if anyone's ever going to get that of who Craig is because we say it once in a while.
He's the producer. I guess
he's the producer. No, fair enough. Yeah, you and that Walmart Wi-Fi, right?
Yes.
Hell yeah. So, anyways, like about Apple. So yeah, the ecosystem and Google's ecosystem has definitely gotten better. I know even Samsung has got their own ecosystem. They have their own AI. I think it's called, what's it called? Bixby?
I have no idea.
Fuck, I forget. It's not like Siri or Hey Google. Yeah. But either way, like the Samsung has really made really good flagship phones for Android. Their Galaxy series is like crazy. Their Note series is really good. Google, the Google Pixel is. I've heard mixed. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews on it. It's nice to have that, very dry Android phone, but a lot of people seem to still prefer Galaxy phones.
Yeah, I was looking into one before I bought this phone, but it was just it felt old when I had it in my hand. Like the bezels are big. It was just too Google like the Chromebook.
Yep.
Like it's very classic, and I don't know. It's not something I would prefer to buy with that.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. I think the thing about Apple too, I find, is when I buy their product, I know what I'm getting, and to me, that's a big thing. I know I'm probably getting decent quality that is going to be working, and it's not going to fail out on me. I'm not going to say that's for every fucking Apple product out there, but in my personal experience, to give like a quick review on it, all my Apple experiences have been really good. And if I have hiccups, I have very minor hiccups. And the Android phones I've had in the past, what?
You're also paying a premium.
That's true. And I'm the sucker that got Apple Care for like 2 of my products.
Ooh.
I know. So
I don't even remember last time I purchased extended warranty.
And that's like a whole nother fucking topic that we can talk about right fucking now. But I got Apple Care for my phone, and I got Apple Care for my Apple Watch. And the only reason I got it for the watch is because it was highly recommended through a lot of other reviewers talking about the Apple Watch, saying, they don't believe in Apple Care or they don't believe in warranties. But they said for this product that it actually is good, because you're most likely, if you're going to break any fucking Apple product besides your phone, would be your Apple Watch. And I think like wearable technology is, a finicky thing. It's expensive, and you're most likely going to beat the shit out of it.
It's growing though.
Oh, definitely. Like, I can't say like I have the latest and greatest, but I got the Apple Watch Series 3. Fairly old now. There's like I think we're up to 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you had this problem actually. You were helping your mother with a Series 2?
She had a Series 2, but she only had the iPhone 6 Plus, I believe. But it said that the phone is obsolete when it tried to connect to the watch. So you always have to stay updated. For example, if you're going to get a new Apple Watch or a new iPhone down the road, they might not be compatible anymore.
And that kind of, after you told me that kind of worries me, because my series is getting up there in age, getting gray and slow. Although it hasn't really slowed down for me. It's actually been doing really good. Had a connection issue for 15 days. Wasn't too bad. Fixed it though. Super quick. Just needed an update. Don't know about you, but I don't have my updates automatic.
No, me neither. I like doing it myself. Or just putting it off for about a month till I get annoyed of the notifications.
Yeah. No, not too bad at all. But I'm worried, I have an iPhone 11 now. I had that 8 for a while, and I honestly, the only reason I gave it up is because my friend, Dave, the one with the paddleboard, He said, his phone was shit, and he had a fucking flip phone, so he was getting tired of like trying to keep up with everything. He couldn't check emails on it. Texting people was a total bitch. So I'm like, well, I'm way due for an upgrade. If I sell you the phone, do you want it? And he said, sure. So I gave him the best friend discount. Oh, jeez, that beer's good. Gave him the best friend discount, gave him the phone, and got an iPhone 11. I don't know. I kind of miss my iPhone 8 Plus.
So how much do you pay a month for your bill?
For my what?
For your phone bill?
I pay. My plan is like $55. Or
Well,
no, sorry, correction. I
phone.
get $50 for 5 gigs. And if anyone's out there that's not from Canada, yeah, phone bill and phone plans here fucking suck, and we get fucking drained like peasants, and they're vampires just sucking our blood dry.
I know. I wish we had the unlimited everything. I mean, we do, but it's an arm and a leg to purchase that plan.
Oh, it's like $95, like $100 and some dollar, $120 if I remember, from Bell or Rogers or something.
Yeah, ridiculous amount.
Yeah, they're gonna come after us now. How fucking dare you say how it's bad? Well, it's fucking shit deal, man. Like everywhere else in the world seems to get. I don't know why Canada just accepts bad phone deals.
I don't know. I mean, I pay $41 a month for 5 gigs, which isn't bad.
Who the fuck are you with?
It's called Public Mobile, but I own my phone. I'm not paying into a plan, so at least I'm doing that.
No, fair enough. You talked about speaking of Walmart Wi-Fi. Let's talk about Walmart. Didn't you get a plan with them before, like an SD card for a year?
I was looking into that, but I realized it was the American Walmart that I was looking at, and their plans were way cheaper.
So of course.
Public Mobile.
I watch a lot of it's all American anyways on cable, but all the commercials is American. All the phone deals are so much better. It's crazy. It's not even a lot of people. Some people have asked me, well, it's just the dollar. The dollar's weaker in Canada, brother. Do the math. Do the fucking math. It's not because of the dollar. We're just way overpriced. They just know they can get away with it here. Phone companies know we will have to fucking pay it. And I'm not sure why they're higher here, but I think it's just become a norm. The first companies like Bell that came into Canada selling, phones and plans and all that shit was probably well, I'm going to probably up the price, see if they say anything. And it's not like there was many competitors. And even now with all the competitors, some companies are starting to rise. Personally, I was with Kudo for quite a few years. I loved Kudo. Their customer service is above and beyond. Anytime I had a problem, they were there for me. Wicked good. But they just couldn't match the deals that Eastlink was selling.
I'm looking here at the American plans.
Yep.
And there's this Visible company, that's the name, $40 a month for unlimited data.
Jesus Christ.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, if you do the math, you convert the dollar, that would be, I don't know. That'd be about $70 Canadian, maybe. No, not even that. Fuck. Probably 60. Yeah, maybe $60, $55 a month.
Mm-hmm.
If you convert the dollar. What bullshit is that, eh?
And now,
the fucking wall.
In order to buy or upgrade your new phone, you can't buy the iPhone 11 and have a $20 a month plan that just covers your phone and texting. You have to have a 5G plan.
Yeah. And you have to pay usually up front.
For what?
For the newest phone. Whatever they don't do plans that hook you in for so many years. They just make it a relative plan of the phone should be paid off in 2 years. So you need to put this much money up front, and then we'll charge you this much a month.
Yep.
So I think, and I understand it because it sucks when you're stuck in a contract, and they got rid of those. So good on them. Somewhat, yeah. I'm not. Was it a legal thing? Because the
It was a
government
legal
like,
thing, but I think they just changed the names around, so you're pretty much still in a contract.
you
with the
are
plan.
like you're on the contract until like you pay the phone off. That's how
Yeah.
they keep you. So that's relatively annoying. Yeah, no, you're pretty much right. Like they used to hold people in contract so hard. Like I remember I was held on a contract and I was with the Rogers, and even though I wanted to upgrade my phone, I couldn't do it until my contract was done or something like that, where I wanted to keep my plan though because I had a really good plan. But they were like, "Well, if you upgrade, we're going to give you a new plan." Why can't I keep my old plan? But that's how they get you, right? So the contracts changed. So didn't like that too much. Good thing beer hasn't changed.
Do you think you're going to get that 5G internet?
Do you get it automatically? I'm not even sure how that works.
I think you buy a phone that's rated to 5G, and you just pay extra to use their satellites.
Oh, no, fuck that. I'm good with LTE. It's not that slow. Man, speaking of that stuff, I remember like when 3G was a thing.
Yeah. Well, my mom's plan, she gets, I believe, 1 gigabyte of data. It's free anyway for her, but it's just 3G for 1 gig. And it's not the worst, but it's definitely not fast.
No, you can still, like, sometimes my phone goes in the 3G mode when it's in like really outskirt areas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, I went out to my land today, out in Grand Lake, and yeah, I get 3G out there. But when I'm in town or in the small town of, whenever I'm in the city, I get LTE. And I noticed the difference. And I remember when I had my old Samsung, I had 3G. And 3G was, back then, it was decently fast. I think the reason is, I'm not sure if this is true. Maybe some people can tell us in the comments below. But back then, certain apps, applications, processing power was lower. It was more optimized for something that is slower. But now everything is like, oh, everyone has LTE. We can amp up our program to do more, to give more.
Well, I think one day it's gonna keep moving up. Just like, for example, we moved from DVDs to Blu-ray to 4K and so on. Like we're gonna keep progressing.
Yeah,
so you're gonna
Blu-ray.
have to hop on the tray.
That was a big thing. I remember constantly seeing that in like commercials of DVDs and movies on Blu-ray and DVD. You don't remember that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, they used to have like another one, like a competitor called HD DVD versus like Blu-ray DVD.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was literally red. It was like red versus blue. It was really funny. It's funny because I don't buy movies. I actually don't remember the last movie I bought. Do you?
No, I started renting them on YouTube because I think it's $5 or so for a movie, and it's cheaper than anywhere else I've looked around.
Don't want to talk about Pirate Bay or what?
Well, see,
you don't want to admit anything, right? You know, you don't want your service provider to be down your throat.
No, I've never used that, but I've went on the news, and a lot of people started getting like fines in the mail from the movie companies.
Really?
Yeah, like the past couple of years, I guess they've been cracking down.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. I don't remember the last time I used Pirate Bay. I know my buddy, I'm not going to say his name, but I know my buddy, he's tried to search for them for a while, and they keep getting shut down. I think their time has finally come.
Well, everything, like, for example, if you wanted to pirate a movie, you got to download whatever program to actually download it. You got to search it. You got to make sure you're not getting a virus. You got to wait an hour to download it, or however shitty your internet is. You got to extract it, and then you got to movie that you're going to watch once and then leave in wherever, when you could just go on YouTube and rent it for $5 and save about an hour's worth of time.
Yeah, that's true. I remember, I think, well, the recent, like a recent show, I bought a show, like a season. I got season 3 and 4 of Rick and Morty. I already had 1 and 2. That was the most recent thing I bought, and that was for Apple TV because I'm an Apple whore.
Man, what bothers me is that we're limited to Canadian shows or whatever we can't get from Americans. Like, there's a couple shows that I want to watch, but they're on the American History Channel, but we can't get them.
Where there's a will, there's a way, and if you want to do that, get a VPN.
It doesn't let me.
No?
Yeah, if I use it, it tells me, oh, your location is not in the same area as your laptop or something like that. Like, they know I'm using a VPN.
Oh, those motherfuckers.
Restricting
because people were using that for years.
I know. I don't even know. I haven't tried it with Netflix, but websites are cracking down on that because they know you're cheating the system.
Cheating the system.
Yeah.
You're Canadian. You can't get this. That's even basically what they're saying.
It doesn't affect them. I guess dollar-wise, American Netflix, I don't even know the price difference.
As far as I know, like my friend, he's got American Netflix. He pays American dollar on his Visa card.
Oh, really?
So it does charge him American dollars. So he has to pay more, but he prefers what they have. So
they have way more stuff.
It's not like we're cheating the system. We just want to get what they have, and what's wrong with that?
Or at least make it available to us. If we have to pay more or anything like that, I would do it just to want something I want.
And that brings us to our sponsor.
Yes, that we do not have at the moment.
That we don't have now. We don't have a fucking sponsor. That'd be fucking wicked, though. That'd be awesome.
Man, I've seen like everyone I watch now has at least a handful of sponsors that they promote.
VPN.
Yes.
Fucking Toonie Shave Club.
Earbuds.
That's a big one.
Like wireless earbuds.
Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah, different companies. All that kind of jazz. You can't blame them.
No, they
gotta make money.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta keep the show rolling, right? You and I are just volunteers. This is non-profit organization work right now.
Yes, but we do accept donations.
We do accept donations. Don't even know how. We don't actually have a way of doing that. So don't try to look if you're actually trying to be really nice.
Yeah.
But we certainly would probably take them if you really enjoy our content. I think the biggest thing with like YouTube and creators and any kind of platform too, it's not like we're just on YouTube, but we're on Spotify. We're on Google Podcast. We're on Soundcloud. Is there something I'm missing?
There's some little podcast websites, but those are
that we also go on. I know you deal with that. I deal with mainly the video editing and stuff. That way, people out there know our duties. But with YouTube and I would say advertisements, money, should they truly be if you're focused on the money, and you can really tell when a channel on YouTube gets focused on money and not on content.
That's true. There's a lot of people that are just great people, and I'd watch them regardless of how much they make, but it gets to the point where you need money to make money. You could be the best podcaster in the world, but if your audio sounds like garbage, no one's going to watch that. If your video, like there's just certain standards that people have set on YouTube and on Spotify that, like, you could be the best person in the world at something, but if your standards aren't to that level, you might not succeed as much as your neighbor juggling hula hoops. I don't know.
And taking a fucking sledgehammer to the nuts or something.
Oh, yeah.
Jackass videos. Number one. You want to make money on YouTube? Make a jackass video.
Yes.
Make me laugh in your pain. Yeah, no, like, yeah, no, yeah. I do that a lot. Fuck, that's annoying. I know. Yeah, no, yeah. I get that from my dad, I think. He does that all the time. Yeah, no, yeah. So anyways, before I go on and people are like, I'm going to click off this video.
I mean, if anyone's still watching at this point.
If anyone's still watching at this point. What's our time right now? Speaking of 40 minutes? We're at about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Nice. So anyways, YouTube creators, money. So it's not like, look, guys, we're not doing this for fucking money. We don't make anything. If anything, we're going in the fucking hole.
Yep.
And that's okay because we really enjoy it, right? I'll let you talk because I should give a turn.
No, we have to have a talking stick now.
You have the stick. Talk, man.
Yes. Yeah. So it's just a little fun time thing that we're doing. We got a lot of spare time on our hands. Yeah.
Can I have the talking stick back?
You can have the talking stick.
Stick. I got the talking stick back. Okay, shut the fuck up. I got the stick. So, okay, look, if anyone local that is currently watching and you're already at this point and you've stuck through the video or you stuck through the podcast and on any of our other crap, we were talking about maybe getting a guest. What do you think of that?
We have a couple guests in mind.
We have a couple guests in mind. Like, what would you guys want as a guest? Because I have a couple ideas.
Feasible for our end.
Well, that's feasible in our end. Like, I don't know. I think we should get some interesting people on here. And we're actually, maybe we're being a little more upfront with our audience here, but I think this is the best time than ever. We're on episode 5 now, right?
Yes, we are.
This is the fucking perfect episode to be on. Then we've been going.
I think 100's a little better timeline, but
yeah, number 100. Woo! But hey, if if you're local. Or you want to write down a guest idea down below, give us some ideas, throw some topics.
You want to be a guest, that too.
Too.
If you're an interesting person, got a story to tell.
Everyone's interesting to themselves.
We'll do a Skype call and learn all about you.
Exactly. Like someday we're gonna get a video together, and we're gonna actually. We're hoping for the future. As you can already tell, our intro has gotten 100 times fucking sexier. So.
Better than what you made last time.
Oh my god, man! Like video editing is hard. I'm learning kind of from scratch. Not really. Like I did video editing in like fucking high school, for like actually for 2 credits, so I can't complain. But I learned a lot, but I wasn't really behind the scenes. I was actually kind of the jock of that world. I'm like, I don't do that stuff. I'm not a fucking nerd. That might have been my impression. But I learned a lot from those people. All the tech crew stuff. Like, I got to do the tech crew stuff. And it gave me an appreciation of the people that actually do the video editing and the audio editing, the fucking green screen editing. All that kind of shit. So much work. And I'm realizing that now doing these videos, like, to make really good quality videos, you need to know your shit.
Or have a expensive program.
Or have an expensive program and, get to a point of like you can hire a guy to fucking edit your videos.
Man, do you know what I miss?
What?
Windows Movie Maker.
Oh,
that was
fuck.
the stuff.
That was the good stuff. I did. Man, I got a video on my like really original YouTube channel that I made on Movie Maker or Windows Movie Maker, and I think it's a pretty decent quality.
It's so simple. Now you have to go download stuff and buy stuff to even edit something for whatever reason that you're doing, like some little.
It's a detailed process now. And especially if you want to like be seen in today's world.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a really big thing. Like, if you want to be seen in today's world, you need to really show that you can be there and do it well.
Yes.
Yes. I still have the talking stick, don't I?
Yeah, I guess. We might just chuck it.
Fucking throw it in the fire. I just threw it. It's gone. No more stick. Fuck the stick.
Fuck the stick.
Fuck that talking stick. That should be our title. Fuck that talking stick.
Yep.
Definitely not made for kids.
What's that?
Definitely not made for kids.
Well, I don't know if we can, if we should throw swear words. Maybe we'll do little stars.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I've been swearing. This is fucking probably the most swearing I've done this video.
You're a swearaholic.
I know, I'm a
I
swearaholic.
don't even know.
Oh, man.
Potty mouth.
I am a potty mouth. Fucking gotta put soap on my tongue or something.
Yeah, wash it down.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That sounds horrible.
That's disgusting.
I'm not up for that kind of pain. Oh, well, you know, I think this is a better time than not to probably say goodbye to our lovely people out there.
Definitely agree. I'm ready to pass out, but I can't. So I'm sticking through it.
Sticking through it. You're a strong man. So I'm going to let you end it because I'm going to finish my beer.
All right, guys and gals. Thank you for joining us for another episode, episode number 5. We're doing pretty good. It's been a hard time trying to get an episode every week. I know it doesn't sound like much, but with both our schedules, it gets a little time consuming, even for an hour of recording and a bit of editing. But we're sticking through. We're trying our best, and hopefully you guys are enjoying what we put out.
Roger. Thanks for tuning in.